If you're going through a divorce, you need a dedicated attorney on your side. The staff at Patti B. Garner and Associates will fight for your rights, whether the dispute is about property, money, or your children. Christy recently sat down with attorney Patti Garner to talk about what steps should be taken when you're faced with a divorce.
Today we are talking about divorce, and one of the big questions that people have when they're getting a divorce is it okay to date, and how should we handle that whole dating thing?
Absolutely not. You are married until you are divorced, and if you are in the middle of a contested divorce, you absolutely should not be dating. The judge will not look favorably upon you.
Oh wow, okay.
That is a bad idea.
You hear a lot of times about people who are dating and it will come back to haunt you.
Absolutely, and people do it, but they don't do it if they're in the middle of a contested divorce, because you stand to lose ground if you're doing that. It's just really a bad idea. You don't want to do that.
Now, what if someone is wanting to leave their husband or wife, but they're afraid to do that? What do you do in that situation?
Well, and it depends. It really would depend on why they're afraid. For instance, are they afraid because he's been violent or she's been violent? Are they afraid because of the reaction? And those can be two different types of reactive personalities and causes that would cause you to be fearful. So is he going to take things away? Is he going to cut off money? Or is she going to take things away and cut off money? Or is there going to be violence? And each of those would have to be handled in different ways, because assets and money-wise, we can protect and get you to court and do what we need to do with court orders. If violence is truly an issue, then I would suggest that we get you to a counselor. We can certainly get an order of protection, do the proper things through the court that we need to do, but we'd also have to put a safety plan in place and do some other things to make sure that your safety was protected, yours and the children or whomever's, to make sure that there wasn't a violent reaction.
Now, what if he just says, I want to ruin you, ruin your reputation, and that kind of thing, which is the other type of fear that you were talking about?
Absolutely. And you know, it depends. It depends on how powerful this person is and what their thought process is. You cannot plan for the unknowns. What you can do is put a plan in place so that you have safety plans and protections in place in the event the other party starts behaving badly and starting to try to ruin you. Because for instance, when people are going through divorces, you frequently have the threat to ruin you, to cause you to lose your job, cause you to lose children from another marriage. It's a vicious cycle, and the only thing I can tell you to do is plan.
Okay. Now, affording a divorce, we need to talk about that. What if someone thinks that they can't afford to go through a divorce?
You know, divorces can be very expensive. They can be very costly, but if you will find an attorney that you're comfortable with, I know our office will occasionally take people and assist with divorces on a payment plan. It really depends on the law office. It depends on the person that you're talking with, but divorces can be very affordable.
All right, thank you so much. We appreciate the information.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Patti B. Garner and Associates is located at 1208 Nashville Pike in Gallatin. To schedule an appointment, call 615-452-4423. If you call right now and mention you saw them on More at Midday, you'll receive a free consultation. Visit their website, familylaw4u.com. We have a link to that website on the More at Midday section of WSMV.com. Also, be sure to like them on Facebook.